Hi, welcome back channel, TrainStation2. Alright, this new event, Carrier in Trouble. So before we start, this is the gift code, Carrier Crew. So make sure you do that. After you do that gift code, you should get a small little boost to the rare parts. Alright, so that's important. And of course, this is the whole new event. It's a long event starting from today and all the way to the 1st of December. So you have extra 2 days after that to do exchange. That's normal. You can always check the time and looking at the icon, but more importantly, I'm going to share right now, this whole event's theme is about trying to repair the aircraft carrier, as you can see in the center of the map. So raw materials wise, there will be metal alloy, screw, and of course tools. All right, so these three raw materials then produce all the following factory materials as steel plates, welding guns, the void, the ladder, the ship door, as well as the ship telephone. All right, so it's a mixture of the materials that you have collected, plus some of the common non-event raw materials as well. There are two factories. You pay, you get another one. Right, so event keys as usual, coin, key, EP. This one is special, but I probably will come to that later on. It's really about completing event jobs to get a special marshalling wand. All right, so this would then be used to exchange for a special rare trains, diesel trains. All right, the CFR class 040DH. Okay. Something is quite unique for this event that's called the new event boost of minus 90% XP. That doesn't look attractive of 500 gems, so it's quite silly to me. So why would you want to spend 500 gems to cut the XP just because you're preventing from promoting the next level? All right, so there are three contractors, so generally you look up for them for new jobs. The duration as usual, there will be long competitions and short competitions. You start with a short one followed by a long one. All right, challenges, make sure you do them so you can get a bit more of the rewards, and of course there's a stamped end of that. There'll be some gems to be collected. All right, so now start with the trains. You can see there's common train, there's a rare train here, obtainable from a special event job. So this is the epic steam, probably will cost you 2,500 event keys, and then of course there's the legendary, will cost you 4,000 here. Then not forgetting the important ones, another legendary that comes with the event 1,000 coin. Do not forget the best trains, do collect them, do not sell them. They are rare and basically the common ones, so make sure you get them. And there will be one more train waiting, basically the rare probably you gain from the event pass along the way as you progress further. So all these are the trains to grab for us now. The majority are basically rare and common, but there will be epic. You can see here, this is, do not forget, from the special pass. All right, hopefully it's not pay. Free to play won't get it, probably, I'm not too sure. Probably let's take a look later on. All right, so the EDM SD28 epic. All right, so back to the event play right now. I've started the event already. So looking at this, I think it's a bit of confusion. Make sure you do not upgrade the wrong trains, all right, because they have not removed the locomotive. Carrier in trouble, so make sure you focus on the event trains that you're trying to upgrade. Do not make the mistake of upgrading the wrong one. Once you get the hang of it, you will be able to avoid that mistake, so make sure be extra careful there. So looking at the trains collection right now, there will be as usual common and rare train to be collected, 2 each, and I think at the start of the event pass itself there will be 1, so in total there will be 2 rare and 3 commons. What I usually do, will always look out for the challenge. So like this is what I've said, do not fall for the trick of upgrading the wrong train. Upgrade all the common trains first, and then followed by the rare trains, because I have lots of common parts. So once I fulfill all these upgrades, I'll check back on the challenge. I should be able to complete the whole challenge path and collect those rewards. Then I would then proceed to send these 5 event trains to collect the 15 minutes raw material. Subsequently, you're going to do a boost, then send it out for dispatch. All right. So these are the process of doing for the event trains. All right, so now this is the special won job that we mentioned earlier just now, but probably won't be able to do it. It's 1,000 won to exchange probably for a train. I'm not too sure about that, but probably we'll go there one day. It'll take a while, I believe. So um, the looking at the situation right now, we just have to focus on the 45-second jobs. Subsequently, we'll turn to a 15-minute job, then an hour job. I'll do an upgrade to the factory as well, spending 30 gems there. Because it's hard-earned gems. And then with that, we will go ahead and do the delivery as well as some collection of raw materials. So 15 minutes is required, but you also require the event train. So make sure you increase the capacity of the trains, and if you want to, you can do the boost before you send to collect that 15-minute raw material. But I'll definitely do it before I do a dispatch of the special train required. So screw delivery, you can have your tools delivery in 3 minutes. These are relatively easy to grab. You're just going to mix with the correct raw materials to produce the manufactured items. I would say quite a daunting task at the start. Having to produce so many. Like I said, sometimes it's just making so tough for an event that people just. I think sometimes if they could improve the gameplay, they could have like instead of 5 out of 5 of delivery to complete that job, you can do a 20 delivery. But the items to could deliver at each time should be probably 50 or 100 at max. So with that context, then people would be more enjoyable in the gameplay. But unfortunately, they start with like 400 plus event items, so this is really tough. What I'm doing right now is really about housekeeping, create some space for eventually collected of those event materials. So tiny warehouse has this problem, and of course, if you could do the 5 building technique, which is to lay out 5 buildings in a map and keep on progressing to upgrade them by having the populations increase. With that, then you can increase the warehouse space itself. All right, so I'm not going to touch on that today because we've got a lot to cover. So here we are in terms of doing the jobs itself. Then you realize along the way there will be this locomotive restoration. So just make sure you get it out of the way by spending whatever you have. For me, it's just one big box of comment for the remaining of the locomotive restoration gift. So okay, we are back with some raw materials, and probably we could do some deliveries for coins as well. Meanwhile, we figure out what we're supposed to do. All right, so we're going to collect some of the iron ore, and then with the extra slots I've created, I can do 3. So I used to have 4, but I don't believe in that anymore because I think 3 is good enough. You can save up the 110 gems. No, actually, it's 80 gems or the 4th slot for something else. All right. So meanwhile, I'll try to create the non-event materials or finished products so that we can store it in the factory. This is how I maneuver in terms of inventory management because of the warehouse space limited. We got to put some of the materials here. Like always use the example of chair. If I remove the chair or cancel the chair order, we get back timber and nails. So this is basically a storage for timber and nails if you have insufficient warehouse space like mine. So we're trying to create some scooters and whatnot. So these are some of the things that I'll do as well, because it takes a while to create those. If you need it, you really have to spend some time. So looking back here, we will have to basically create those beautiful tiles. High demand as usual. and it takes a while to create because there's a huge amount of items required. So just make sure you create all the tough job items here in standby. So as and when it's required, you can actually grab and go. So this is the strategy I've been doing. Those easy items you don't really have to focus that much because it's just very quick. But those tough ones, create, store in the factory output tray so that you can grab it as soon as possible. Whereas the input tray is for extra storage space. Can I say the chair example, get back timber and nails as when required. So this is the way to go. Back to this event itself. What I'm aiming for, I think as usual, we are aiming for the two legendary trains, the event coin and event key. But as usual, things will change along the way if there's requirement for the spending of keys, for example, and that makes a win for that particular competition. That really spoils the game sometimes because you got to give up your dream of the legendary and then go for that win. But again, if you can endure that temptation of winning for that particular competition, then you can save all the way to 4,000 keys legendary. It's a tough choice, but nonetheless, because once you lose that competition, you are just getting a slightly longer distance to getting your 4,000 or actually your 1,000 event coin legendary. So some people may say, why not just get one legendary and then one epic? That's perfect, right? But let's see how things go. You wish to get your legendary out as soon as possible. So that's my strategy as usual. All right, so this is a long event, a long time to go. So just make sure you pace yourself. Do not be overstretched by this very long event. So we really have to go for a marathon here. So in terms of the deliveries, always send the 15 minutes jobs out so you can get more of those. After that, of course, you could use them for some special train delivery. It is quite difficult to manage that as well. Like, should we be collecting materials? I would say priority would be collect raw materials first. Bear in mind, there will be time required for the event factory to manufacture the required finished product. So that's why the priority should be collecting raw materials before you send up for dispatch. All right. So you really have to prioritize and know the priority in doing stuff. This is a whole event about getting things as soon as possible, but there's still a locomotive there. Don't be tricked as well for that job that actually all right, so I just find it sometimes Pixel could be slightly more hardworking instead of being so lazy, and just mix things up together. So it's so confusing, right? So Pixel has been probably on the relaxed mode on TrainStation2, probably focus on a lot of TrainStation3. So I don't know, but I think it's easily doable by separating them into two clusters of jobs, but they just mix it up together, confuse people, just like this train upgrade as well. They have really just put the locomotive restorations below, whereas the carrier jobs above, or trains above. So it is about this design, but plain lazy of Pixel employees. So it is really bad on that, right? So this is something that you really have to improve. And I will say this is the special job we're trying to get. So we can get a magic wand and to fit into the 1,000 job magic wand. So I'll call it just a magic wand for fun of it, right? So this is a very tough and long drawn event job to get it done and get a one train, right? So it's 1,000 and you got to do a lot of special jobs to get so much. So it is very tough there, right? So here we have the couple of 45-second jobs. Concentrate on those. You have to fly in the ranking chart. I'm not going to show you the chart for the fun of it. I'll probably do it in the next video. But guess what? It wouldn't be easy as usual. It depends on when you start. So I was starting about 12 hours late. So that's the usual stuff I do. I'll be collecting EP and not start the game as usual. But that is not possible for the first competition, so I can't show you that. Probably I'll show you that in the second video or second competition. So EP head start is basically saving up jobs that has been completed. Do not collect them when the start of the competition, then you collect them so that as your EP head start, right? So collecting some rewards along the way. There'll be a long event reward path. Just pace yourself. There's no rush. Do not spend real money. That's the main catch. And then I think everything should be fine. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.